Today's July 11th, my anniversary, not my wedding anniversary. That's actually on a different day, but it's actually been exactly 4 years since I started semen retention. Now, if you're new to the channel, I've always said out of every self-improvement practice I've ever done, semen retention is perhaps my absolute favorite. I have the most emotional connection to semen retention because in many ways it actually kind of saved my life and really kind of helped me not rope max in a way. It sounds kind of crazy, but I'm just gonna give a little story time on why I started retention. Maybe you should try it out if you've never done a streak in your life. So it goes all the way back to 4 years ago. It was during COVID. I just got out of my first really bad breakup. I've had relationships before, but this one completely destroyed me. I was stuck in Ukraine completely alone. I couldn't even speak to anybody in English. They only speak Ukrainian there. And so I was stuck there. My mental health was never ever this bad in my entire life. And I was just sitting in my apartment, and all I could really do is work out from home, and jerk off. That's all I could do. But I just would stay up every single night, so depressed with everything happening, my mental health, and it seemed like there was never ever going to be a turning point. And so one day, I remember this specifically, I was jerking off, I was watching porn, and it was like I was watching myself from a third perspective, and I was just like, holy crap, man, I feel so pathetic doing this. I don't want to touch myself anymore. Like, I'm tired of this habit, and I'm tired of this. But the thing is, I thought that for my prostate health, you had to always keep releasing, you know? I just made it a habit to release every single day. We're kind of taught by society, like, you have to release. It's healthy to release all this shit. And so I just kept doing it. But then I just started looking for other things that I could do. And I saw on YouTube, all these YouTubers were talking about semen retention, where you don't ejaculate whatsoever. You don't have sex, you don't tease yourself, you don't edge, you don't watch the videos, you don't do anything. It is pure monk mode. And then you obsessively focus on your self-improvement. And for me and my mental state at this moment, I just think I kind of needed something. I needed something to get myself out of this rut. I needed something to pick myself back up and build myself into the person I want to become. And at this point, I never even started YouTube ever in my entire life. So I started doing retention. Pretty much, I just went cold turkey. I didn't ease myself into it. I didn't do anything like this. I didn't have Tinder. I never watched the videos, and I never had any temptation. Now, what I actually did for the first month is I started documenting it just for fun. I thought it was going to be for myself, but every single day I would talk about my feelings on retention, talk about how horny I was, how I wanted to release, all these things. And the first month was actually crazy. Like, I remember the first couple days, literally I had a migraine. Like, my head hurt so badly just from not nutting, man. I don't think you guys actually realize how powerful your semen is. Like, it can, like, one load can repopulate all of America. That's how powerful this shit is. And you guys are just releasing it. Not even with a girl, man. You're releasing it by yourself in your bathroom. It's not very respectful. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I don't think anyone should be jerking off in this day and age. If you want to release, do it with the woman. But I started tracking and documenting all of my semen retention journey. And then after a month, I thought, you know what? This content, it's interesting. I wonder what it'll be like if I put it all together for a YouTube video. And so my first ever YouTube video was a semen retention documentary. Now, this is on an old channel. It's not even this channel, but I started off making semen retention videos. I had over 300 videos talking about semen retention. And what's crazy is the longer I kept doing the streak, like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, I would see more benefits. I started getting more confident. And maybe it was doing retention, maybe it was making the videos about something so embarrassing typically and having no shame whatsoever posting it, that it finally gave me the confidence to start posting on YouTube. This was actually one of my childhood dreams. Like, I think every 10-year-old, they want to start becoming a YouTuber. They want to post videos, but I remember the first couple videos I would always try to do, I would just start shaking. I couldn't do it. I had so much anxiety. This is why even now you see all these YouTube channels, it's much more rare to see somebody actually showing their face on their YouTube channel, actually talking, having their real name out there, having their personal life out there, because it's scary, because you're making yourself vulnerable to the world. No one wants that. It's a lot of pressure, man. The spotlight's kind of on you, even if you're not getting like an insane amount of viewership. Even if 100 people see each one of your videos, that's still like 100 people just watching everything you're doing, everything you're saying. The pressure can get to you. And for me, after doing retention so long, it finally started giving me the confidence to do this. I really don't think I would have this YouTube channel with 56,000 subscribers right now if I never did retention. But the thing is, the longer I did retention, that depression, that anxiety, those mental health issues, they literally all started to vanish. I don't know if it was just in my head. I don't know really what it was. Maybe it was just the discipline from retaining, because down to the core, our one primary need is to reproduce. Like, you can control your food, you can control just hitting the gym, but controlling your nut is one of the hardest things to do. And if you can do this, I really kind of believe that you can do anything, because after I started doing that, I got my body in order. I lost a whole bunch of weight. I was doing all these at-home workouts, just getting freaking chiseled, and I started getting more modeling contracts, all as a byproduct of doing retention. So I've done lots and lots of retention streaks throughout the past 4 years. I'm always on nofap. I've never jerked off to porn in the past 4 years, but obviously I go through my phases, because I don't think anybody should be on retention 24/7. So if you've never done retention, this video might be your wake-up call. I challenge you to at least do 6 months of semen retention, because it might quite literally change your life. Right now, if you have anxiety, depression, you cannot get that fire to kickstart your goals into the next era, into the person that you want to become, I really think that retention is the best thing any young man can start doing. And no, there are no side effects, so there is literally no harm in just trying it out. So I think that's it, man. Subscribe if you're new. I love you with all my heart. Peace.